So precious. Oh my gosh. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Wait a minute. I'm getting ready. I'm ready making sure that this is public so that you guys can rock out with us tonight on Cocktail and Combo. You already know. I'm your girl comedian Stiletto, and I got my co-pilots. They have been my co-pilots for the last few days. Okay, literally co-pilots as we went on a road trip. Cocktail and Combo. It was
Road trip.
dope. Super dope. And it is Tuesday, and now we are yes. So I'm gonna share. Make sure you share. You like the show? Share the show. You understand? You understand? Like the
You
show.
heard
Share.
me.
Just simple as that. Sharon is
Okay.
Karen. Sharon is
Right.
Karen.
You heard me.
So make sure that you join us each and every Tuesday. We are on here live. I've got the hiccups and I've got a cocktail. I
Yeah,
I can't
already.
right. I can't be growing up like height wise, so I must just be getting wider. I just got
Mother girl.
Shut up.
I got my red cup. Look, Queen has
I
a drink.
got Tipsy Tiki Bar. This is like a berry henny. When I tell you this
Oh,
shit is good,
wait a minute,
crack,
sis.
crack.
I drink to that. Do you understand? How do you drink to a drink? You know what I mean?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
So I
I'll
got
drink
Queen.
to that.
Right. I got Queen Ray 22. As you can know, follow her. I got 80 proof. Also, Melly Mel, Mr. No Kiss in the Face, and lemon juice in the eyes, and cold
If it comes
lasagna.
down to it.
So we are here. How y'all doing? Y'all good? I'm tired.
I'm
So
I'm tired.
I am putting up. This is to my man who's our birthday. I saved it just for the show. I don't typically drink a Hennessy, but you know what I'm saying. I did do that for my man. It was birthday over the
yay.
weekend. Also, shout out to us because we are a traveling mystery team. You know what I'm saying? Well, the mystery team called comedy. Bring cocktails and combo to your town. Let us solve your comedy mysteries. We brings it to
Yes.
y'all.
Oh my goodness. Just Tim said stiletto sounds like she was cheating on me all night. Oh, just
Man.
Tim. I cheat on you all the time.
So you
We're
saying she
not
sounds
together,
happy?
Tim. We're not together.
Ah,
So she sounds happy tonight.
What's up,
Okay.
Just Tim? Thank you for tuning in. Corey, yes, Grand Marnier and peach juice. Oh, that sound good.
Sounds good.
that sounds absolutely fabulous. That sounds
Delicious.
like me. Peach juice,
Where do they
Grand
sell peach
Marnier.
juice?
What?
Is that the same place you get perfect water from? Where do you get peach juice? Like I know about Ocean Spray, but where are you getting peach juice from? Like are you in Georgia? Where are you?
Juice of the peach.
No, peach juice. Peach juice. Just Tim is laughing at us. Kia is chiming in. We are on here. Listen, I don't know what y'all do. I don't know what the weather what
Is
y'all
that a
doing.
stripper team? That sounds like a stripper
Huh?
duet. Grandma Ye and peach juice. Is that what that is?
Oh, it
Look,
does.
it might be if I drink enough of them.
Oh
Oh, it
shit.
sounds like an LL Cool J lyric. It does, right? Like I can
Ah,
see the song.
Grandma, yeah.
Calvin, what's good, my love? Oh my goodness, so many people are chiming in to this cocktail and combo. It's Tuesday, and you know, make sure you get a shirt. If you haven't gotten it, I'm not right, but I ain't wrong shirt. My saying, I don't know what to tell you. You need to get one. Go on my website, comedianstiletto.com. All right, but I digress. First and foremost, I did not get to thank every single person that came out to support the stiletto experience, my birthday extravaganza. Okay. I had a lot of personal things going on in my family, in my heart, and things like that. Please, I wanted to thank everybody personally for all the happy birthdays, all the good love, all the great energy, all the condolences, all that good stuff. And this show is actually dedicated to my best friend, also my cousin, Princess. Yes,
Princess, we
Oh
love you.
yeah.
we will celebrate
That
her
is
life.
my girl right there.
So if you knew her to know her, it's
If
to
you was
love her.
ever went to a stiletto show, you know
Right?
who the fuck
Ever.
princess is.
Exactly. You know exactly who she is. If you didn't know, she was the one at the door. She always had the cute little spiky hair, a big bright smile, oh, and probably no drawers on.
And always
That's
dropping it low. So,
dropping it low. Always, always. So much love to everybody that sent out that information. And I will make sure I share with people once arrangements are made and things like that. So that if you want to pay your respects, you can do so as well. So I appreciate that. And yeah, back to
Mad
business
love
because
at the show. Mad love.
absolutely.
That was people was showing mad love at the show. So it was definitely a dope ass turnout.
Yeah, it was it was such great energy. Oh my goodness. We had a good time. I don't think I've stopped having a good time since since I swear. Now through the storm there was little rays of sunlight coming my way. And
hilarious.
I know that there was nobody but her sending down good energy, good vibes and saying sis keep it going. So listen, this is for her tonight. Let's talk about some stuff, y'all.
Princess.
Let's first of all, let's talk about what are your remedies to get rid of a hangover?
Yo, sleep. I had that hangover in forever, and even though it wasn't even a bad one, the fact that I had a mild one, I was like, "What the
You
fuck?"
you was
Like,
like, what is going on? How did I
yeah.
get here? Wait, what did you
Literally,
do? How did you get over it?
I went to sleep and drank a lot of water.
Drank a lot of
And I don't
water.
even think that's the remedy. I mean, y'all told me a couple of remedies, but I just drank water and went to sleep.
Man, we told you to drink some more.
Drink more, liquor.
That
That's what
was
we
our
said.
remedy.
Turn up.
More. Huh?
Toast it up.
That is a good remedy.
Wait,
If you have some beer, is plenty of water. So
See,
I
I
would
don't like
recommend a
beer.
couple of beers if you had it. But
couple of beers.
couple of beers, maybe yeah, more alcohol, something light, maybe. And I mean,
Mm.
plus, who could even say like, depending on the setting, like you might wake
Uh,
up and it's go time again. You ain't got time for hangover because you got to hang on. So
right,
Yeah.
you
right.
know you got to keep it pushing.
I'm gonna say for me, it would have to be something very greasy. Like you gotta put something on your stomach. That's just how
Mm.
I feel. You have to put something on your stomach because that alcohol is just in there moving around or something. That's what it feels like anyway. So something greasy, lots of liquids. I will say I'm a drinking. I'm a have another shot maybe with some soda. Soda puts a little bit. It's gonna put that those are that liquid back on your spinal cord, which sometimes causes that headache. Yeah. So caffeine
Or
can help
something
with
to
that.
put into some coffee. You got something that you can put into some coffee. A little
Hmm.
Bailey's. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A little Kahlua.
Exactly. That caffeine mixed with that alcohol works. Okay. Kia is saying hot chips, pineapples, and pickle juice. Really?
I
That's
heard pickle
after
juice.
that's after that night at the club, the strip club, off the pole. Like you got off work. Now that you got off work from the
Hilarious.
club. That's what that shit is.
That sounds like a whole a remedy. I'm gonna have to try that. I have heard of pickle juice. Hot chips. I never thought of hot chips.
Me neither.
That it
I
sound
love
like
it.
pantry leavings. That sound like pantry leavings. All right, I got some hot chips. I got some pickle juice, no pickles. Like that's what it sound like. That don't sound like what I'm saying. That sound like a game of survival. Was that remedy on
Hilarious.
Naked and Afraid? Was that on
Right,
Naked and Afraid?
Became a
I don't know.
survivor.
it does sound very interesting. And Alvin is saying, listen, black coffee, drink it, and boom, you're back to normal. I don't know. T saying, what's up? Hey, y'all.
What's
Kid is
up?
laughing herself silly right now over you,
Actually,
Mal.
you know what?
Really?
I do have a really good remedy. It's called going to work. That's probably the best remedy. That alarm clock is a great remedy to get the
Going to
hangover
work.
off.
Really? Wow. An apple?
Dramamine.
Hilarious.
Really?
All together?
An apple? Like together like we're trying to really help people out. We are here at Cocktail and Convo to make sure that you guys party safe and recover safe. So
So
listen.
apparently,
Oh,
we have people who get hangovers from scissor racks. Like, what are you drinking that combination necessary?
I don't know, but listen. I think he might have the right. I don't know. Somebody said weed. Really, weed. No. Okay. That's the new one for okay. Okay. See, we're here to help you. Okay. We're here to help because hangovers suck. Usually you had a lot of fun the night before, or even if you didn't, you were very sad the night before. Whatever that looks like, it was either misery or complete enjoyment. So if you walk away with a hangover, we're trying to help you out. T is saying you got to have some hot ginger honey tea with a shot of bourbon. See?
That
See?
sounds good.
See, Queen? Liquor. Liquor. And
Bourbon.
some will say beer before liquor, never sicker. Like,
I
yeah.
don't drink beer.
Okay, well, you bet you which one you want, beer or the hangover?
Right.
That
Need that beer.
hangover. I literally like beer. Probably make me throw up. It
What kind
always
of
tastes
beer?
like dirty water to
You want
me.
like
Like
no beer? Oh, that's for motion sickness. Thank you, Thomas, for educating us.
Right.
It's
Look,
motion. That
I
makes
didn't know we
sense.
had a pharmacy tech on the show. All right, pharmacy tech, my
hey,
man.
okay,
Not true. Okay. I'm just saying I can get that because I don't know. The times I've had a hangover, it feels like I'm just like full of liquid, just blocka blocka. Like my stomach, like I can almost feel, even though I know
that's
it's,
the noise in me.
it's definitely a psychological thing. The liquor's just bouncing around in my belly. All right.
Get in my
My
belly.
belly.
Okay.
Beer will make you sick. Okay. All right. So we got some alcoholics on here. Good job. Good job.
Right.
Job, all of us alcoholics out there, because it's cocktail and I can't talk cocktail and combo. I toasted up. So listen, I'm gonna jump right into the next topic. First and foremost, they have come out with. I'm not sure if you've even heard about this, but I maybe you have. But they have smart rings, like smart wedding bands. So like an iPhone wedding band type situation. And it can, track your movement and your heart rate and your breathing and your location and all of those good things. I'm going to ask you guys, would you would you be willing to wear one, or would you purchase one or two, for you and your significant other, or do you think that's a bad idea?
I think
Mm,
it's the worst idea.
I'm
You think
not really big on Apple products. I have a Droid, so
no? Wait, Apple is not the only one that has it. Smartphones all over are creating these rings. So don't you worry, Android lovers. You have one coming your way too. So,
dang it, that was my excuse.
right, that was your excuse. Like, I don't even like Apple products. And aha! Nope, they're gonna get you anyway. But do you think, like, okay, 80 proof? Would you do it? Would you get
I
one?
don't. No, not only what. The only way I would even get one is if my girlfriend was actually going to be Alexa. That's the only person I could think of that would need to have me digitally timed wherever the hell I go. I don't understand the need of that. If you need that, or you feel that that is a want that you have to have, you have other things you need to get done, because it's not worth it. Like, I mean, as much as I might love my wife, I don't need to know what her beats per minute is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not interested in her step count. Like, she went to Whole Food. Let her go ahead and get what she's going to get. I just look. Just be careful. Isn't that good enough? Just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Be
Right.
careful. Make it back safe. That's all I really need.
Okay. Make it back safe. Mel says no. It's too much tracking. Kia is saying, listen, that's too much radiation going through her body all day, every day. Corey is saying too much. Okay. Too daggone much.
Don't even
Also,
call me with the video.
yeah, we too old for that, Thomas is saying. That's too much. Damn phones already know all your damn business. But
Right.
this is your loving spouse. This is the person that cares the most about you, that you're sharing your life with.
I
Oh, so
need you
you're
to have a
wearing
little
one.
more. I need you to have a little bit
You're
less.
wearing one. You must be wearing one with all that, because
Listen, if I
me and
had to
us,
wear one, I would wear it like an ankle bracelet for the law. Okay, I would so put it on something else, like put it on another living creature and get gone, because I
put
think
it
that
on
is
the puppy.
something ridiculous. That I if you have to put that much into the tracking and knowing the breaths that someone takes, you shouldn't have married them. Okay, that's just how I feel.
Exactly.
You should not have married them. And I've been noticing a lot of people I've been bumped into shouldn't be married. Mel, we was talking
How
about
about
you
that?
shouldn't be married. Like it's not that you're a bad person. And it's not that the person may marry, they're probably usually very sweet people and things like that. So it's like,
It's
why
two
get
things.
married if you know
Some
you're
people
not
get
gonna,
married because they're selfish. They
what
don't
you mean?
want they don't want that person to be with anybody else, even though they're not necessarily going to do right by them.
And
I
she
think. I
said
think.
and looked away from the camera. She said it and was like,
I look on my phone. I'm looking at the comment.
Mel, 80 proof. What do you think? When you said that
I
statement.
think because I think that if you have to know if you're done. You have to know whether or not you want to be with this one person for the rest of your life. And you know that if you have a hard time staying focused on your wife with you in your wife's presence, chances are she's out of your presence, it's not going to go well. So
Mm,
I wouldn't recommend getting married at all ever until you're like in your 60s. I think that that's probably the best way to go about it. When people are just too tired to run on. I don't.
hey
I
yo,
think
you're
I
60.
just I'm just I just I know like in my own personal I couldn't I knew that I wouldn't be ready to be married. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I know that I couldn't do that if I wasn't ready. And sometimes it is a thing where you want to keep a family dynamic and you want
Hmm.
to do those things, but you know if whether or not you can commit to that. And I've been in situations where I knew that I wasn't ready. I needed to adjust my mindset in order to try to get into that. But that isn't for everybody. And you got to
Right.
know. And the thing about it is, oftentimes, if you marry somebody who's not ready, you know that when you marry them. You know that your partner is not fully ready. And you do that to lock into some sort of life contract as if, having babies or putting babies in them is going to make that person more yours. And it's not. They weren't ready. And you can't make somebody be ready for something that they're not.
That's true. Nevin is saying people sign up for shit they're not into or ready for. I don't know. I mean, I have bumped into people, and I'm like, every move that they make and everything that they do is a total contradiction of what their marriage. But at the same time, how can you blame someone if they have a partner that is willing to deal with their shit?
Now
That's
that's the
all
good
I'm
part
saying.
about it.
The good part.
That's the good part. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least if you are going to be married in terms of on paper, but
Uh-huh.
choose not to live that way, then go hard all the time. Be that way. You know what I'm saying? I would much rather you know what I'm saying, your vows be on paper and you live out your life and fake your vows and fake it all the time. Like if you know that ain't you, fucking shoot your shot. Like you know your wife ain't going nowhere, shoot your shot. I know somebody who husband got drunk, went upstairs, and she fucked the guy in their garage.
In a
Good for
garage.
her. I was very very proud of her. I said, look, you know what I'm saying, that she's doing the damn thing. You want to go and sleep on
Only
her birthday? That's on you.
wait. Only you would say I was very, very proud of her. What?
It's your
What you
birthday.
were proud of the wife, or you were proud of the young lady?
I was proud of the lady who decided it was her birthday. Her husband went upstairs. She decided to fuck the other dude that was ready. It was her birthday. Very good. You stay focused on what the day was about. It was about you. He
Yeah,
wanted to get drunk, get sick, go upstairs, make it about him. You go get some dick in the garage. That's what happened.
Dick in the garage.
dick in the garage.
It
I mean,
happens.
yeah. Cause somebody read Nevin's Nevin's comment for me, please.
No,
Oh no. Oh no. Doubt if you have folks that tolerate it, then do be it. Will and Jada, that thing. There you go. I don't know if I read that right, but did
I'm
the
just
best I
saying,
could.
yeah. But if you really have to like follow behind someone like that, is it
It's not
really
worth
worth
it.
it? Is it really worth it?
Without
That's
trust, you don't have nothing. And I
Right.
mean, without trust, you don't even have friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like if I didn't trust the letter, we would not be where we're at. We wouldn't be
right.
cool. We wouldn't be able to sit there and say we were friends. So if you can't trust your person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, you know how crazy that sounds? Like I don't really trust you to be gone. What makes you think I trust you when you're here? Like I'm not eating out your kitchen. That shit is out, son. I don't fucking trust you.
He's not eating the booty like gross. I mean, never mind. All right. So I'm just saying. I mean, listen. That's just our opinion. Y'all can chime in with what y'all got to say about this topic. Would you guys wear a smart ring? Would you buy a smart ring? Is it? Do you? I mean, because what else do you need to know somebody's heart rate for?
I mean,
Unless
unless their heart rate goes up,
they got an
they go
issue,
get
right?
everyone over. Yeah,
But what are you gonna do? What do you
right.
life
Call
alert?
the police.
What do you life? Why would you not buy them a life alert? You know what I mean? If you felt as though that their ailment was that serious, what to me, if you're looking at my heart rate and my blood pressure and my breathing to see what's going on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're looking to see what's going on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, you're not. That's not health. That's why is your heart beating so fast and you supposed to be behind your desk at work? It could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you really need to know that for? Because people will try to spin it. They will definitely try to spin it. If I got to GPS your ass, then I need to end this. That is true. If you have to keep track of that person, I just don't think that's the person for you. I don't know. I don't know.
And
Maybe I.
can I say one more thing in regards to if you're married, and well, if you're not married and you choose to deal with somebody that is married, that's really none of your business. You know what I'm saying? You weren't at the church. You didn't hold any vows true. There's nothing wrong with you dealing with somebody that's married if the married person approaches you. Now, I don't think that you should approach a married person, but the married
Mm,
person approaches you, that's on them. Like I didn't have no piece of cake. You know what I'm saying? I didn't dress up. I wasn't nowhere near that church, so I
I
don't find
mean,
nothing wrong with that.
I mean, you might make a point there. I mean, because you're not you're minding your business. You know what I'm saying? That person knows what their situation is or what who they're obligated to, and if they still come and want to be in your Queen, what do you think about that comment? I'll read this comment. I'll let you think on it. Let me read this comment. Wedding ring doesn't mean nothing is going to happen. That doesn't mean that nothing is going to happen. You can take it off. You can do whatever you want. Okay, true. Facts. Facts. Make sure she needs to be seen by a doctor if she's already has health issues. Yes, you want to make sure that she sees a doctor. That is so true. Nope, no need for all of that. If that's the case, then I have trust issues and the relationship or marriage wouldn't work. End of story. All righty. Queen, a married person approaches you. Are you wrong for accepting the advance, or is the married person wrong for approaching you?
I mean, there's a level of accountability. Well, so I know going into the situation,
Uh-huh.
because a good percentage of the time the ring ain't there, or they done said, "Oh, I'm about to be separated," and it's a full blown marriage still in the household.
Right.
So, do I know? Is the question. I know that there's a marriage.
Right. Yes. Like the person that's approaching, who's the wrong person? If a married person approaches you to, try to pick you up or whatever's interested in you, is like Mel said, he doesn't feel as though, you're wrong if you decide to go with it.
I
Like a
mean, if
lot of
they approach you, they're in the wrong. I mean, they're in the wrong because
because a lot
they're
of
the
people
one
will
in the
say, they'll be
situation.
like, "Oh, you're a home wrecker. You're a home wrecker. You took somebody's husband." No,
You can't
No,
take
he was available.
something that's
no.
not yours.
Right. You took that man's wife? No, no. I think there was at
Mm-mm.
least an option to buy what's on the table.
Something that wasn't right. Obviously, was something that wasn't kept.
So
And I
okay,
mean,
so
real talk. No,
But
nobody's
if you're
taking
the one with
nobody's
the
wife.
agreement, I am not the problem.
I don't know. So listen, because we talk about issues and things that we might have with people. I was talking to someone in regards to the word boy or girl. You know, that a grown, African American man that I was speaking to. Can I say African American? Is that politically correct nowadays? Black American, American of
I
color.
don't be knowing none of it. I just be like,
Either way, a person of color. I was
all right,
talking to him, and he said, "I would rather somebody call me a nigga than call me boy. Boy does something to my spirit. I don't like to be
I can see
I
that.
nigger can he's like I see the ignorance, I understand. I don't like it. You know what I mean? But boy is just as it's a disrespect to the fact that I am a man. I am a grown man. So you are disrespecting me and it has, it's on so many different levels. So I'm going to go to the only male that we have on this evening and of course to our people that are watching. How do you feel about that, female or male, being called girl? You're a grown woman. I know my mom would always correct people. I am grown. I am a woman. And she would enunciate all. I am a woman. To know my mother, she did this. I am a woman. I am not a girl. You know what I mean? So, Mel, 80 proof. What you talking to? Talk to me. What you think?
So I can tolerate any level of name calling. Name calling has no effect. Like I'm more ashamed that you thought I looked like a bitch that you thought that you actually called me a bitch. Like that's the whole different thing. But in terms of boy, I clearly don't look like a boy. Depending on where you're from, you might say nigga the same. We might be calling a person a nigga because that's your way of adjusting. To try to disrespect them. But that's the same way somebody calling me an asshole, calling me a bitch. Like that doesn't mean anything. That's a generic term because you don't really know me. You don't know if I'm a
Mhm.
nigga or what it is about me. But you can clearly see that I ain't a boy. And to me, that's a conscious choice that you went out of your way to make. So I think that that's way more disrespectful by far because of the fact that you coming for my character in a lot of different ways, just not just my race, but as far as the person that I am right in front of you. People might say you are homewrecker. People might call you lots of different things. But when they can clearly see what you aren't and go out of their way to call you that, nah, so that's a whole different type of beef for me.
Right.
Right.
That's a
Okay.
disrespect.
Queen, you're female. Might call you girl. They call you a girl. Not in like a hey girl kind of way, but like in a derogatory. You know the tone.
Yeah, if it's on purpose, then
Like,
yeah,
girl, what are you
I don't
doing in
like
the
it.
store? Like, why are you, girl? Can I help you? Like, you know what I'm talking about. How do you feel? Do you think that that has the same impact as the word nigga, or do you think that it like talk to me?
I think it depends on. Well, I think it depends on who's saying it in the context that they're saying it in, because there's just older people, you know, like grandparents or something like that, that just happen to put that in there, and it's not necessarily out of disrespect. It's because you are younger than them. It's not that you're an actual, like kid. You're
Mm-hmm.
just younger to them, and that's what they grew up on, boy, girl, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
if someone's going out the way to be like, "Ooh, little ass girl,"
Mm-hmm.
and you see that I'm a grown ass woman,
Right.
and I think those like the girl and boy feels harsher because it's like you have to purposely go out your way. Like, uh, I mean, whether you use the word or not, as far as nigga, that it's like they've made that common. We've taken some of the sting away from that by
Mm-hmm.
calling each other that,
Mm-hmm.
saying boy or girl in a proper in a incorrect improper tone to someone is either belittling them or trying to make them feel less than, or that you're better than.
Right.
And that's where you'll get your chin checked,
Right.
because that's disrespect.
Right. Because I mean, even if you think about it, certain things like boy bye. When people say boy bye, a lot of the time they like get out my face. Like it's meant to be disrespectful. I don't know if women really internalize that the girl because it's
Yeah,
not
the
really.
girl.
I think I have seen people call a grown black man of color a boy, and
I
I
feel
get
like that.
offended. I'm
It's
like,
worse,
he is
right?
a
Yeah,
whole grown, like maybe I'm protecting my kings, okay? But you will not do that. Like that's a grown ass man.
right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just crazy. Transport is saying depending on who's using it and the way they're using it, kind of what Queen said in regards to that. This next, can somebody read the next?
I'm a
Um,
I'm a
whole
whole
adult.
why did y'all sound like
insulting.
that?
I know, right?
Because I was like, he got it.
It was like script reading. I'm a hoe. I ho ho ho. Go ahead.
All right, I'll go. I'm a whole adult. Insulting that will get you cut the f off. I guess that's cut the fuck off. I'm not playing tennis, throwing insults back and forth with anyone above 8 years old. Yeah, I ain't with a
Okay.
lot of back and forth people. Nah, I don't even have back and forth in me.
But I agree with Mel. They agree with the 80 proof. Like I said, I think I don't know. Like it stings. Like I kind of agree with Queen when it comes to we've normalized in a certain way the other word. But boy, like it's just so disrespectful. I don't know. Like it's like right there with like animal. Like what do you mean?
Boy
Boy,
is a white
like
racist word.
yeah, it just really bothers me. I don't know. I'm glad everybody shared on this topic. Thank you so much. You all will get eye rings. You'll all get smart rings. Don't thank me. What? I can't be like Oprah and people would give them
You
back.
get a ring.
Right.
You get
They'd
a
be like
ring.
this. No,
You get a
thank
ring.
you. I think that might be the first gift that people give back. Like, I don't want it. I don't like it. No. Um, and then I thought about that. People were so concerned about getting that smart ring, right? For their spouse, but never thought maybe they should get one for their child. You know what I
Right.
mean? So fuck your kids. Your kids aren't even like you don't even keep track of your children that way, but yet you want to keep track of your significant other in that manner? Really?
Especially since nowadays we have more and more kids catching Ubers and this by themselves. Like you would think that given the option,
You would think, right? Like given the option, hey, you know what? That's a great idea for me to buy for my little son. Whatever the case may be. No, but you thought, oh, how can I catch this motherfucker doing
Good.
something he got no business doing? I just don't see it as being a, oh, baby, I thought it was so cute type of gift. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a new era of Black people. I do think I agree with you on that one, Corey, that this is a whole new era. No, thank you. I am good. Lynn is saying hell to the no to a smart ring. That's right. Hell to the no.
Hell no.
Understand?
To
I,
the
I
no,
am
no.
smart and I am wearing the ring. That's all you need. I'm smart. I wear the ring.
Hilarious.
So listen, since we're on the topic of kids, right? Is it disrespectful for kids to talk back? Okay. So say you're disciplining your child or you're having a conversation where it's not like just a dialogue. You're actually trying to, lay down law or, explain something or whatever. I don't know, discipline. Is it okay for a kid to talk back? I know I didn't grow up in a generation where you could say anything.
Right.
Like, don't even breathe wrong. If you don't blink too much, like, what you being smart with your eyes? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Don't breathe hard.
Why you breathing so hard? You want to do something? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you want to do something? Your blood pressure raising? Like, no, I swear I have asthma. It's not that. Um, so, like, okay, so look, people getting these smart rings don't even know where their kids. Yes, exactly. Then that's what I just said. Girl, you was on. I forgot she's on. You're on. You're on. I know. YouTube is like a second behind us, like just like a quarter second. Um, you know what? Oh, look at that. Look, I think that's the queen. Look,
What?
I was saying
Who was for me?
that right there. Somebody was looking at your cleavage.
Oh,
I
okay.
wish my kid would. I wish my kid would. Would. Do you wish your kid would? Got you. Heck no. Backhand your ass quick, he is saying. So,
No, they were saying all you had to do was look and your lips were zipped, saying
okay,
that
I
they
got
didn't
you.
talk.
It wasn't just zip. It wasn't this zip. It was this zip. It wasn't
This
that
one
zip.
even got a zip.
Just wanted to introduce the twins. They're also part of our cocktail and combo.
Get them their own page.
Yeah, they need their own Instagram. It's ridiculous. Is that what the two stands for? Queen Ray two two. I know.
No. But that's funny though.
Introduce But let's go back to these kids. Kids. Let me see. Somebody else is saying, Transport is saying, any talking back or disrespecting your parents is unacceptable. Talking back. Well, I, I'm 80. You have a child, you have children. Talking back. How you feel about that?
Well, one thing I do find is that as long as the child support payments stay current, you don't hear as much talking back. So I think that that's probably a way to go, is be absent. But on the other, if you are actually in the household, I think that it can kind of depend on how the conversation is going. I grew up in a household that was very strict. There was no back talk. There wasn't even no back thoughts. Like you couldn't even be thinking that you had an idea. So
Right.
that right there was like that was a bit much to me. But I think that there can be certain cases where the child is trying to make a point. You don't have to shut them off. So sometimes we dismiss kids just because they're small. They still have things to say. So you have an opinion, they have an opinion, but they have no rights. That's why I should tell my kids all the time. You have a voice, but you don't have any rights. So depending on the circumstances, I'm willing to hear you out. It may not change nothing. In those circumstances, are you going to be like interrupting me, trying to talk over me like that? Like that won't be happening. I mean, assuming you don't want any cracked ribs. So I think that if they have something that they have to say or a point that they want to get across, I think that it can be done. I think that there's ways that can be allowed for that. I've had a conversation with my son in regards to his grades because I'm getting updates on my phone, but my updates on my phone is far behind than what he got on his actual laptop. So had I not given him a chance to speak and say, well, wait a minute, what I'm saying? I might have been way out of pocket and I would have might have been way wrong instead
Mhm.
of just giving him the opportunity. So I think that at certain times it doesn't hurt to hear your child out, but that doesn't mean that they have a vote that I'm willing to recognize.
Okay. What you saying? Brett is saying talking back as in yes or no, sir. Like yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Like that's the only talking back that's acceptable. Um, I'm so sorry, you guys. I am. You're going to be talking back to the Lord.
The
To the Lord.
Lord.
Bring back belts and switches. Kids not getting
Hey
getting
Right.
yo,
no
wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. Don't put that S word in there, bro. Come on, y'all. You went too far this time. I done had
no.
many a dreams about the damn switches chasing me around the damn block, and I was
What?
driving. I was driving. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck's going on? No,
No
fuck you, Switch. I hate
switches.
you. Fuck you,
Yeah, but
Switch.
guess what? And guess what? You grew up to be a fine young man.
Right. It
Um,
got you in order.
you
No, that's not the point.
she got a comment that says you need to have separate time for kids to share their opinion. However, that is not the time to talk back. That's not the
Right.
time to talk. And Queen, I'll go with you before I add my 2 cents to this topic. Talk to me. What do you think? Anybody?
I think. I mean, so I think as long as you're not confusing as well, though, it's like you know the what was it? It was like on a show or something, and they'd be like, "Okay, so why'd you do it?" And then they start to talk. No, I ain't tell you to talk. Like you get some parents that be so bad that like they don't even realize you're asking them to talk, but trying to tell them to shut up at the same damn time.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you're not confusing, I feel like the ones who raise their kids that way, their kids know when they're like really can say something, even when they know like depending on the level of how mad you are or upset you are what might have been done, and it's not in a situation where you're praising them or congratulating them on something they did, but something that they didn't do or something they should have done. If they're in trouble, it's like just shut up. Like trying to talk or whatever while someone is angry or mad and just honestly probably venting to a degree, just let them have it. Like so they I think people's kids know like that they shouldn't be talking back. So when they do, I feel like for most kids that's on purpose and they're testing you. They want to test you.
Oh, okay, I hear that. Listen, we got so many comments going in here. Listen, some people say you have a point 80 proof. Somebody also agrees with you, Mel. Somebody said Corey is
This
saying,
is a
listen,
great show tonight.
they kids get away with too much because of music they listen to and the things that they see on social media.
Mm.
What is this, 1992? You cannot,
It does
we cannot
contribute to
have
it,
this happen
but
again.
it contributes to it, but
Have
I also
that
think
happen
it's
again.
about how the parents nip that in the butt. Like that you gotta have accountability. That's not gonna be your go to as why you fucked up or why
Okay.
you did
I mean,
something that
nobody else.
is gonna make me angry.
Lynn said, listen, my daughter breathe loud and she'll never do it again, let alone talk.
Damn.
80 proof, this is for you. Go pick your branch. Like, yo, that's the
Yo,
switch.
first of
Yo,
all,
we're traumatized.
if you know anything about me, I would go and pick the branch that even while I walk, the leaves would just hop off. They wouldn't even fall. They would just hop off. And my
Yeah.
mother, like I knew she had to go back down there and get it, but it was like I needed that extra 3 or 4 minutes to just fuck you, switch. But
Can somebody read the next comment that we have on the screen, please?
Yes, children should have a voice, however, not disrespectful in any way. I used to have family meetings so my kids could feel heard.
That's a good
yeah, we
one.
used to
That's a
have
good
those
one.
too.
My
Okay.
daughter got upset and breathed. Oh, we read that one already. Wasn't
Okay.
acceptable, let alone talk back. That definitely wasn't happening.
All right. You raise your voice, a voice, you raise a bill. That's true.
That's
Here, what's up, Damon Labs? What's going on?
Damon, birthday
Shout out,
boy.
happy
Bup,
belated
bup, bup,
birthday.
bup, bup, bup.
Oh my goodness. The smaller the switch, the worse you got. That's true.
Yo,
Yeah. The smaller switches were worse. That thin switch, man, they would
woo!
it would make that noise like
Especially
that.
when you a
Man,
certain complexion, them joints would be like, wow.
Oh yeah, goddamn! Had go back to school with the mask of Zorro all over your goddamn back. That shit ain't cool for nobody.
oh, somebody said you didn't get beat right because you are terrible.
Ah.
I was a
Let's
runner.
tell you.
I was a runner and a hider. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Running
way
and a
faster.
hider. Wow, you
You
running
know.
high. I got you.
But
Vaseline on the bottom after being
I,
beat.
but I do think we keep blaming stuff. Does nobody remember when they was smashing up those old Bone Thugs and Harmony CDs? I mean, we always blaming music and blaming videos for how kids act. Like, I mean, at some point in time, we just got to get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always talk about. I mean, every generation talk about the kids' music. Little Richard was the devil. I mean, God damn it, he had a Jerry Curl and a bedazzled jacket. What are we talking about here? So I just think that I think that if we keep saying that, I think that it's a little tired and a little lazy.
Okay, so you don't think music has any influence, or video games or social media have any influence on children, people?
It don't have no influence in your job in your role as a parent. Your job is regardless. But I mean, do your damn job. Who cares what they listening to?
Right? Okay, I got you. I mean, that makes sense. Listen, let me give y'all my 5 cents on this, okay? First and foremost. I am a dictator, okay, in my household. Like there's no reason for you to be talking while I'm talking. I don't even like when adults talk while I'm talking. So I damn sure am not gonna let someone that does not pay any bills in this house speak. But like I do agree with there's a time for it. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and a place. So if I'm in the middle, my kids know if I'm in the middle of my rant, you are to shut up. Okay. But once I come down off of it, if you have something to say, come talk to me. Don't talk to me. If I tell you take out the trash, go take the trash out. It's not a dialogue that needs to happen. Nothing needs to be said back. None of that. but I am softer than what my parents were because I'll even give you a warning. Don't say nothing. This ain't no dialogue. I don't
Right.
recall those conversations back and forth. I just recall
Ha.
walk out,
Yes,
right? Hurt your spirit.
Yes.
Right. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Like because in life, there are going to be times where you go to work and your boss is going to say something. Like there's certain you have to learn to control yourself.
right.
So that is a way that you, as you grow up, you're learning different lessons. And I was like, and matter of fact, I was talking them out, and I was like, I was saying that my child's other parent always contradicts what I have going on. Like, oh, just listen to your mother. Just do what she says. Just pacify her so she can shut the hell up. Kind of like what he used to do. Like,
Yeah.
my child, you should be backing me. And if you have something to say or you think that I was wrong on something, then you come to me as an adult and say that. And I think that sometimes that mixed parenting or that co-parenting can confuse,
Yeah.
like Ray was saying, confuse a child. You got one parent doing it this way, you got another parent doing it that way. And people always want to say, well, it's my house. I do it the way I want to do it. No, but it's one child. You know what I mean? It's one individual that now has to adjust to all of these different things. And anything that you know about a child is that stability and structure and things like that is what they need. So I just ask all of the co-parents out there, even parents that live in the same house sometimes disagree. Try not to, try to be on the same one accord so that that child can get the message and understand what's going on to the best of their ability. So that's all I have to say about that. That was my rant, and I'm glad no one interrupted. Glad nobody talks back. All right, can somebody read the next few comments, please? I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah.
To be honest, parents are afraid of repercussions of disciplining their children.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
on them.
Nowadays.
that's a fact. No back
No
and
back
forth.
and forth talking. Silence of the lambs. Hell yeah, that's the old school, bro.
Right. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am absolutely correct. I told you. Parents should work together. They have to work together. You made it together. Y'all work together at some point. That's all I'm saying. At some point, you work
Right.
together. Very good. Okay. So go back to that moment. Not do it again, but think about how you were able to overcome the obstacles and make it work. Because it's all about your kid. It's all about your kid. One accord is great when you're raising a child with the right morals and values. That is correct, and ethics. That is so correct, and that was eloquently said. And it got commas and shit. I love it. Thank you. I knew when to breathe by the commas. I love it. We're gonna go on to our next topic, guys. Our next topic. I love it. I'm loving all of these comments that are coming in. This is so beautiful. So listen, this one, I don't even know how to say this. I was watching something and the young lady said, men just look at a woman and look at her skin and they can tell if she has an STD or not. I'm gonna repeat that. I'll roll it back for you guys. You can look at someone's skin and tell if they have an STD. I'm gonna stop right there for a second. What do you think? Can you look at somebody's skin and tell if they have an STD?
Not,
Or is
not
it even
after what
called
I found out.
anymore? Is it called STD? I think it's called STI.
Mm.
I don't think you can. So anyway, and I thought that the other people that were on this panel were going to be like, "You're fucking crazy," right? But no, no, no,
Well,
no. It gets better. The gentleman says, There was only one guy on the show, and he says, "I can eyeball a chick and tell if she's healthy enough for me to fuck her raw.
Lord.
I can eyeball her and tell if she's healthy enough for me not to use a condom."
so he doesn't need a smart ring. No, really.
No, he does not. Yo, I just want to understand this. And
I
then
don't.
listen, I had a comment. Somebody said, yo, guys don't care about condoms, first and foremost. They don't care. Women, Queen Ray, all of y'all care about condoms. Queen, do you care about condoms? Or is it the women that are caring about the condoms? Queen is so hungover. Queen is so tired. Y'all do not blame it on the game. Blame it on her. She is
Well, I
over
was trying to also keep up with the,
she
with the
kill that bitch like it.
My head got heavy.
I ain't got happy as shit. Yo, I'm so sorry. But listen, but men don't I mean, 80.
No, I think there are men that do, but there's some guys who it's their thing. They're trying to rationalize in their head a reason to just do it raw. There's people who don't like condoms. They're not, they're not even. I don't even think necessarily. They don't even think about that it's being safe. It's just like that's just. I want the feeling. It feels better. I think men probably would try to do it more than women will, but
Mhm.
that's also the thing of like the innie versus the outie. Like we're more susceptible to get like an STD or whatever before a guy because
Mhm.
ours kind of holds it as opposed to
Lets it out.
being able to wipe it off. I don't know. So
Right. Miss Choice is saying, hey, listen, I have experienced this level of ignorance and I knew that he was not for me. I understand. It's the woman that has, okay, we have to insist. Men will want to go raw dog. They will. Yes.
they'll make
Hey,
the
uh,
excuses. Well, you look clean. What?
right.
I,
Uh, they think the STIs are gone. Even with herpes, you can catch it without even having an outbreak. That is true. I think you might have to speak for the males here, 80 proof. What's going on with you
so
dirty dick
Dirty
niggas?
dicks.
Dirty
so
dick
let me
niggas. But
let
it
me just
takes
tell
two.
you, right?
They can't go
She
raw
gotta
if
let right. She has
you.
to.
That's
Part of
all
it
I'm
is her
saying.
letting you.
Act innocent because they can't stick it in raw if you don't let it happen. 80.
If they do,
I
then that's
I
another. That's another
I think
situation.
I
Nasty.
think if this would have been maybe like 2 weeks ago, I might have had a different opinion. But I
Ah!
just found out something that was
What did you? Hey, you
absolutely
just found out something?
shocking. I cannot believe this is what I found out. And everybody, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm super old, but I didn't know this. Okay. I did not know that crabs were actual things that you could actually see. I just thought it was a sensation that people got. To know that you can pass little bugs like you fucking a zombie. I think that that's just too much. That's not an STD. That's something else. That's some sort of hoarders or something. There's no reason why you should be able to pass mites from person to person. I can't even believe that's a thing. I can't. I can't even imagine.
You're not gonna swerve that. You are 40 plus years old. You have been having sex for at least 20 of those 40 years. And you mean to tell me you didn't know that crabs were really little crabs?
I just thought they called it that because they had an itch. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't. The guy told me that his sister said, "Take off your underwear. If you see little dots, you have crabs." What? What? How could that mean that? Who? What graveyard are you fucking in that this is even a thing that people are doing? I
Yo,
cannot
wait a minute. Somebody
believe
said,
that.
Marcus said 80 proof 2 weeks ago, you was tumbling. Right? You was in snowballing down a hill doing whatever to yourself. And you didn't
I mean,
know. Right. Somebody said,
I
David,
did.
he said, did you sex ed? You didn't take sex ed in
You
school.
skipped it.
Of course, because if I didn't take sex ed, how's I going to get the condoms? Duh. But what I'm saying is that I didn't know that was a. I didn't know. I must have been asleep. I must have been focused on the condom getting at the end of the class. The fact that you can pass little creatures from person to person, I think it's just a shame. I think that is just a shame.
Mm.
No, I think it's a shame the fuck
That you didn't know that.
that you get crabs.
What?
Now that's a shame. You should put your dick in timeout.
Wait a
You
minute.
should not
Y'all
be
knew that
eating
that's what
crickets
happened?
for at
That
least
people
2
was
weeks.
passing bugs?
They've been
These
doing
people
it
was
for a long time.
Crabs was
not
like,
me.
isn't it like a form of lice or something?
Right. Like
Or it's
crabs
I
have
mean,
been
it's
No.
worse, but
crabs are older than you.
No, well, I haven't experienced. I've never experienced this. I,
Why Miss Joyce put a
A
crab
little
in the
crab up.
you all act like this is supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. Nobody is supposed to be passing bugs to people. You know what I'm saying? Like at least if lice is weak, your
let me
head
see.
just itches.
Let me lean in.
I'm
Let me
sorry.
lean in.
I'm sorry.
Ladies, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm clean, obviously.
this
I'm
is
fairly
why it's
clean
not a good
because I didn't
idea for
know.
you not to protect yourself. You never
Right.
know
You
what the
never
person
know.
that's trying to go up in you raw or that you're trying to go up in raw knows about actual, infections,
Do you
diseases, and things like
understand?
that.
First of all, if I had ever got little bugs on me, that's it. I'm out the sex game, baby. That's it. I'm pulling the cord.
Ah,
That is it.
he
That is
said
my
I'm out the
stop. You ain't even
sex
got to worry
game.
about it. I am not about to continue knowing that I'm carrying bugs. What is that?
Yeah,
What
listen.
is that?
Somebody said, I hope that you talk about crabs on my on Monroe Street. And Constance, listen, Joyce is saying, listen, Miss Joyce said, I appreciate your honesty. We do appreciate your honesty because somebody else might have not known that either. And we are here to teach people, as you can tell. And then Lynn says, April, you are the only one that didn't know that. You are the only
I
one that didn't know that. She said, hair, the
luckily
thing
all
was
the
over
women
and you didn't
luckily
know.
all the women passed the eye test. I gave them all a very good eye test. And luckily none of them
Lord.
The
I
eye
see any crabs all over the
See how
place.
a lot of people checked out of this conversation because they don't want to be real about the fact that they look at somebody and be like, I can probably do it raw. They
I will
smell good,
say
they look good, they don't have no bumps, they don't have any
Lord.
ingrown hairs or anything. And why not? Why not? Whoop de whoop.
I will say this to be fair. I do think that it's certain factors you can look into. You know what I'm saying? Like if they clean, the kids is clean, the house is clean. Chances are, there might not be no crabs around. I do think there's certain factors you can take into consideration. Maybe not in
I
all cases, but some
The crazy
cases.
part about it is Queen Ray, you said it's like a form of lice, right? And so,
They'll hop on.
people were saying, well, you knew the kids in school that had lice. Like you could tell that that one might have lice. That's what people were saying. And I was like, that's not true. You couldn't always tell who had lice. Come on
Right.
now. Y'all got to get it together. I don't know. Is it? Listen, I appreciate. Listen, I don't know. You can catch crabs. You got to clear your roster. Yes, start from
Hilarious.
scratch. Right. If you catch crabs, you got to clear your roster. You got to start from scratch. Is it? Let me tell you something. Listen, if you give a woman crabs or you give a man crabs in this day and age, you really need to just go home. Like it's over.
And,
As Mel was saying,
and you
go
know
get
what?
married. Go get married.
You need to register like on the pedophile list. Let people they need to have an old bay people list, an old pedophile list for people who is out here passing people crabs. That is just awful.
Yo, he is
And I know
so up about this. That's why a lot of people shave their hair so they can see what's going on in that area. That is
Mm-mm.
true. That's true. That's
I
true.
have
A lot of
shaved
people.
I have shaved since I was 16 years old. And if I would have known that that was the
Shave
reason
out with
why, maybe I
crabs.
would have started sooner. But
So you
I think
figured
that it's
out
just
to
gross.
shave your look. Plus, a condom is not going to save you from crabs. That's
Right.
a fact.
What?
No,
What?
they attach to your hair. They attach to your hair, so you don't have a condom over your pubic area. The condom
No,
is just
y'all
over.
just trying to ruin sex. Y'all just trying to take. I don't believe you.
I'm serious. It's just like herpes or genital warts, things of that nature. The condom is not going to protect you from those things, bro. Sorry to disappoint
I
you.
don't.
But crabs are
I
like
don't
little.
understand.
It's different than the bacteria that like has grown from something that's within you or has touched your skin. Crab is an actual like little tiny ass critter, like a
Please,
bed bug type
please.
thing that can jump. Like you ain't never heard they be like in a public restroom, don't be too close to the toilet seat because crabs jump.
Wait, why did somebody just comment about the toilet seat? Hey,
Oh,
yo,
see,
it's a story that everybody knows.
So I thought that that was a rumor. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that was
No,
a real thing.
Virginia. No, West Virginia. That was not a fucking rumor. Like,
Fucked up.
yo, okay, we wherever you went to school, we gonna boycott them. They try to take African American books out of school. They need to put in some fucking books about sex ed.
So wait a minute. So what protects you from crabs then? The condoms don't. That's awful. I just think it's terrible. I'm sorry, my fault, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I think that we always so focused on putting on masks on our faces that we just let some shit go through the cracks, man. Like I don't understand. I ah,
Right.
okay, my fault. We can just move on. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so this is a great diversion. Let's talk about the grown zone. We're stepping into it.
Woo!
And we got a stiletto letter. Okay, stiletto letter. Mail got mail. You've got mail. All right.
Hilarious.
So listen, young lady is writing in regards to, and I'm just gonna come out and say it because I feel like if you have kids or anybody that's around you that shouldn't be hearing this conversation, I'm sorry. I'm ripping the band-aid off. She's writing a letter about titty fucking.
Mm.
Feels as though titty fucking is the most pointless thing in the world. She is like, I don't get it. She said, I have large breasts and I do it because men like to do that, but it means nothing to me. I hate it. I'm just kind of there holding them together. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, it's a completely it's just like, why do y'all men do this? Why do you want to continue to do this? And ladies, we need to boycott titty fucking. Is pretty much what she's saying. It's Women's Month, and she wants to talk about the titties. Um, yeah. Look,
So she's clearly not a giver. She's in it just for her satisfaction because
Corey is saying it's super pointless. He
there's
agrees. I mean,
no, it's just another option without another
he agree.
person.
Wait a minute. Say that one more again.
It's another option without another person. It's another feeling. It's just a part. I mean, depending on who you are, to me, it's just a part of.
So it's
To
like a
me,
hand
it's a part
job.
of the sex.
It's like a hand job. But do
Hand
you give a
job.
hand job when you're fucking though? Like if you're actually because I think titty fucking
No,
happens.
because titty fuck is actually more like. I mean, for a guy, it could literally like if it's the right lube, the right
Circumference.
moisture, the right titty circumference. Like if you do it right, it's
If-
just another feeling. It's almost like penetration, almost. Especially if they're a right size to where you can give head at the same time.
Right, but you can give head at the same time. I get that one. I don't know about the ones that if you're not if you're not doing this right, if you can't get to it, whether it's your chin is too thick or they're not big enough, whatever that looks like, whatever your reasoning is, um, yeah, is it really like what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It's just another feeling. It's just another. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad that you should take it
It's
off the
foreplay.
table when it's cut. It now, granted, it's really not too much feeling for us.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that's solely for
Them.
his
So
pleasure. Like
what would the equivalent to titty fucking be for a woman? Like, what is our thing that we do that they do to us or that we do to them that they get absolutely no pleasure from?
I mean, technically, it would be like giving head.
Lots of
There's
dudes
guys
give
who
head to get
enjoy
hard.
it. They enjoy it, but they're not getting any like stimulation from that. Like we're not touching them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're doing like a 69 type thing.
Okay.
We're not this, unless it's the same thing, same time type of thing. It's solely at that point you're focusing on the person you're doing it to.
Right. So that would be two things now that we're doing to them and not getting shit from. So if you're saying head, like I'm just trying to keep track. I just want to keep that level because it's 2022, and I just want to make
Hilarious.
sure that we're on even playing fields. We're starting to make more money. We're starting to be equality. So I'm just saying. So we give head, and now we got a titty fuck, and those are two things that you're saying. That pretty much don't necessarily do anything for us, but it's the act of pleasuring someone else that we're getting out of it. So it's not like you're not getting anything if you enjoy being a pleaser. Um, but they only have one. I'm still trying to figure out what it is that we ask them to do other than head, because we both do head, so we're equal.
Right.
We ask them to do that they get absolutely. And I mean, I'm asking the guys,
Well,
tell
let
me
me let
something.
me let
I
me
don't
let me
know.
hop
I
in
mean,
here.
I mean, I
something with the
think
nipples, I
maybe
guess. I don't
rubbing
know.
on,
But then guys have
Uh,
nipples too. So.
right, rubbing
how
your
about
vagina on your chest, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
something we are that we get no pleasure in is probably hearing you, like talking and having to give a bunch of dialogue. That's
And
probably
it was
one
at
thing that
that
we don't
moment
get
I
much.
almost wish I had a button to just cover you.
Really?
I
Turn
just
you
Okay.
I
off.
just assume I just assume that might be one of them. But I would like to
Mhm.
say that I think that this question is personally offensive, considering the fact that it's Women's Month. I think that this is a slap in the face. I think that if a man is willing to go over different parts of your cavernous body in order to find pleasure, that just speaks to you, the woman. You have these peaks and valleys that are able to be used and tweaked in a way that is pleasurable to your man. So I think that the fact that you are able to be blessed with those mother mountains upon your chest is a honor to even want the man even want to climb them and reach that peak that is so destined in that relationship.
Okay, wait a
So
minute.
I
Mother mountains,
Mother
mother
ma-
mountains. That's the word. That's the phrase for the night, y'all. Mother mountains. Okay.
Mother mountain.
Yo, only only 80. Mother mountain. Queen, please make sure we have that in the comments so we know. Mother mountains.
I put it
Uh,
right now.
Somebody said shaking hands. Somebody saying wash the dishes. I hate y'all so
there
much.
you go.
Notice
Miss
these
But
are
Joyce,
the men saying that.
right.
That's
But
hilarious.
Miss Joyce
that's
is
right.
saying, hey, men love any and everything. You can blow on a guy to turn him on. Wow.
Yes,
That means
that's
something.
exactly right.
Yeah.
And in regards to the titty fucking is a marvelous thing. I like to have titties all over me. Like I don't care where they are. I like to have them on my balls. Like them having. I'm addicted to be in between them. And there's lots of ways that you can get it done. You know what I'm saying? You can stand up with them in between them. She can be on her back. You know what I'm saying? With her balls, you have your balls in her mouth, but you can fuck the titties that way. There's lots of different ways that you can go about titty fucking that you have to feel like it's just a unilateral thing. And I think
Very
that, you know what I'm saying? I think that it's a wonderful thing. I think that it is a wonderful thing.
okay. We read some of these comments, Mr. Wonderful Titty Mountain,
Hilarious.
Mother Mountains. What is this? Go ahead,
Mother
read that
mountain.
comment. Anybody.
Titty fucking does nothing for me, but giving head turns me on. There you go,
Facts.
bro.
Well, see if you can do it at the same time.
Eh, yeah, if you can do it, look, why Queen, don't look away. So about if you can do it at the same time, skill set, bitches, skill set. I mean, if you could fuck somebody's armpit, I think y'all would. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like,
First of all, I don't even know why that's
Everyone
even out of
doesn't
the
have peaks
question.
and valleys. Some people's chests are like middle America. Be thankful. Just flat. I'm sorry, that was funny.
would there be homework on this? Yes, Marcus. There will be
Hilarious.
homework on Mother Mountains. We will be quizzing everyone next week. We have a couple quizzes coming up. I hope you've watched episodes
Right. You
because we
better
got
remember Mother Mountains.
right Mother Mountains. We got a lot of different stuff going on. There's other sayings. Go back, check them out as well. Be with the right woman as to okay, okay. But the right woman has to do the blowing. That is true. Some women like nut on their face. You, I'm so sorry. I didn't. Some women like nut on their face. You are just closer to it up there. You're closer to it up there. Okay. I wasn't. I read it, but I like in my head, and then I read it out loud, and I was like, "Wow." Some women like nut on their face. I'm so sorry. Okay, somebody read the next comment.
Oh, I can read this one. Men love titties. If they could secretly get them, they would have their own mother mountains. You know what? It's funny you should say that because I
Ah,
don't know if that's the case. but I do like them an awful lot. I do. I love everything about them. You all know that I am notoriously for saying I don't like women very high GPAs. I like those that are on the academic probation list. So C's, E's, F's. I like them. You know what I'm saying? So if your cumulative is a 2.0 and below, I am your guy. I like those
Okay.
whose financial aid is in jeopardy.
Well, Marcus has found out a way to use if you have a smart ring. Okay, Marcus is saying that's a great way to titty fuck is a great way not to alert your GPS. You can maintain your
There you
heart rate
go.
and still get them off. I love it. Only a cocktail and convo. Only a cocktail and
That's a
convo.
great idea.
I mean, do you guys like when a woman rubs her vagina on your stomach, like on your chest or your back? Does that do anything for you guys?
Yes.
It does.
The like I don't. Do you understand? Oftentimes vaginas only serves one way. So if you want to rub it on the back of my calf, I'm all for it. There's not a place. I don't have a place where I would be like, excuse me, is your vagina? I don't have that. I don't have that place. You know
Is
what I'm
your
saying?
vagina
So
on me?
I
That's
think
hilarious.
that if you because it's so randomly it happens. Like if I was to wake up and there was a vagina rubbing on my shoulder, I would be like,
Right.
word, like that was great because we only get it one way. You know what I'm
What
saying?
are
So and it's so
people be?
I
it's so
mean, you
warm
know
and
what?
it's so
I didn't think
soft.
of it that way. I didn't think of it that way, but you might be on to something, 80. Like really, like because how often? Because men will like do stuff with theirs, like pop, pop, and smack you on the face, on your cheek, or hit it. Like we don't have any, ladies, start smutting these men out. I'm telling you, they want it. Put the pussy on their head, on their back, on the back of their calf muscle, their knee, wherever
No,
you choose to do it.
Damn.
Boom, bing
this
bong.
generation needs to go watch Boomerang and watch Grace Jones. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand that. That's how you get the pussy. You want the pussy? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Like I mean, we need more of that.
Oh my goodness! Listen, y'all,
Mm-mm.
y'all are so silly. I mean, I don't even. There's nowhere else to go with this. Like I don't have any.
What's a
Who
bad place? Or what's a bad place to put it? Like, where do you not
wait?
want to put it?
Well, transport is saying, listen, that shit better be wet. Like that would be
Maybe
horrible. So dry, would you like dry pussy on your shoulder?
it won't be dry for long if she's rubbing it on my shoulder.
Eh,
Facts. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Because there's nothing like a good kneecap. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not gonna share anymore.
There you
Um,
go.
and somebody read these comments that are coming in, please.
the
That is
advantage
true. The
of
advantage of an Audi, smack them with it like a pencil fight with it. Hashtag whatever. That is the benefit. You know what I'm saying? Is you can leave a whelp if you got a proper one.
Audi, a
Penis.
Audi vagina,
No
or
penis.
a man
Penis.
with an Audi? Because I call
Yeah, we
women's
have
vagina.
Audis.
Some women have innies and some women have outies. The outies are like the exposed clitoris that's kind of like out there. So it's like like an outie and then the innie.
at first I thought he talking about a belly button. But he talking about just
Is he
a
talking about a
penis,
penis?
basically.
A
Yeah.
penis. Okay,
Wait a
I
minute.
got
Wait a minute. So I don't want no sandpaper on my back. This is the thing though. If it's
Uh
on the fact that it's on your back means that it's available. That's the point. You know what I'm saying?
you.
Nobody just rubs vaginas around. Vaginas are only exposed when they are available. So she's
Mm.
rubbing it on the back. If she's rubbing it on your back, it's basically like knocking on the door. So I don't give a fuck. It could be on the back of my neck. I am not. I'm not. I don't really. I'm not really pressed. Wherever you decide to lay your vagina is great.
Wherever you decide to lay your vagina is okay with 80. Before you do it right, you gotta love doing what you do. That's right. You gotta love it.
Facts.
Love it.
Facts.
mm,
Love doing what you're doing. That is true. No matter what it is, love what you're doing. Oh wow, Miss Joy said that's a little penis. The outies. And I love her. Seek sis. Women's month. Come through, ladies.
hilarious.
We're not taking this shit no more from y'all, all right? Women, Start rubbing your vaginas on these men. Get to it. I'm telling you. Smut out, smut out. It's not much March Madness, it's March Madness. Smut him out.
Yeah,
The
that's
fact
right. And Women's
that
Month, get
this is
yours.
for
I
you.
agree.
This is for you. This is for you, 80. This is in response to what you said.
The fact that it's in my presence, it's available. Well, I mean, listen to me. Bill Cosby had that same philosophy, bro. It's all about how
Ooh,
you the life you decide to live. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just simply saying that if it's readily exposed, if it's readily exposed in most cases, I mean, but it's okay. I don't tell. I don't tell. I don't say shit. I don't say nothing.
I'm sorry. I am having such a good time, people. I don't understand what you're talking about. So listen, this has been Cocktail and Convo tonight. We will see you guys next Tuesday. I don't know if we're all. I think we might all be together next Tuesday. I'm not sure. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna switch this up. We're still looking for guests. We have not forgotten about you. If you're looking to be a guest on Cocktail and Convo, please reach out to any of us. I'm gonna let my co-pilots tell you where they can be found, where you can find them. Oh yeah, uh, Queen, tell them where you and the twins will be and how they can find you.
Queen Ray 22 Instagram or RGF Entertainment because I be taking pictures and stuff. Um, you can catch me at shows. You might catch me delivering your mail. I don't know. I just be around.
Hey, I
That's
know
it.
that's right. I know that's right. Our 80 proof transport said I got a couple pudding pops. Oh
There
my
you
goodness.
go.
Marcus
All
said
right.
it's time to do
Hilarious.
homework. Tia
Time
said,
to
good
go
night,
do
ladies.
homework.
Great show. It's time to do homework. 80 proof, where can they find you? Where were you this weekend? Tell us all and give you shout outs, all that good stuff.
Well, shout out to everybody on the show. We had a great time tonight. Shout out to my man Dame. And we had a great time for his roast. My man Dame had a nice party, and we all had a good time cooking his whack ass. But he did have a onesie on that we didn't appreciate, trying to show off his little man nips. That I did like. In regards to in regards to being Women's Month, y'all got the flex, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the flex. Last month was Black History Month, so we all had to do it while listening to Black inspirational hymns, and our foreplay was reading old, what I'm saying, Benjamin Banneker math equations. But this month,
Mhm.
unleash the beast. You know what I'm saying? Why not? What's the least he gonna do? He ain't gonna
Right.
say no. He ain't gonna push you off. So just go hard on him. And if he do, that's how you know that there's an opening for you to meet somebody new. So this is your month. Take charge. Unleash your Sasha Fierce. Follow your boy 80 Proof at Don't Follow 80 Proof on Instagram. Follow me every week here, drinking until my liver asks me to stop, and I won't.
Oh my goodness, 80 proof. Somebody said you can find 80 proof rolling down the hill somewhere. 80 proof. Somebody said, don't forget about them crabs. You got pussy on your back. Yo, I love this show. I do.
And yo,
I
you put
yes.
that's you can't put no crabs in my back. That's you went too far. You went too
They
far.
go wherever hair is, so they'll be in your beard as well. FYI. All right.
And,
So
and that's fucked up. Last thing, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all are out there, if you had it and you caught it, there's lots of things you need to get. Don't worry about your credit, but find the church because the fact that that was even you was able to spread like locusts. You know what I'm saying? Like that's awful, and I hate that I just found out, but I'm glad I didn't find out the hard way.
I can't listen. Oh, hilarious. Yes. Listen. All right. So listen, I'm your girl, comedian Stiletto. It has been a true honor to talk to you guys this evening. Big shout out to everybody that supported this weekend, doing, the roast. Big up. Happy birthday again to Damon Labs. Big up to his mom for that amazing cake. Okay. Amazing. Um, Thank you so much for everybody that continues to support me and the things that I do. Again, thank you for everybody that came to the Slut Experience. I appreciate that. I am in Baltimore on Thursday performing at the Garage. That information is located on my page. I am also going to be in South Carolina this Saturday. So make sure that you check me out. And then I'm coming right back to do my homie Paris's show at the Arlington Draft House right there at the tip of Virginia. So if you're in any of those areas, please come out and support. I greatly appreciate you. And also grab them tickets to Cabo. All right, Cabo. Grab them tickets to Cabo. We're going to Cabo Labor Day weekend. So make sure you're there. And here, hey, just a secret between y'all and me. I got another show coming to Baltimore. The Stiletto Experience is coming back real soon. Stay tuned, okay? But until then, we'll meet again. Cocktail and Convo. Make sure that you check it out. Oh, if you're looking for something to do this Friday, they got House Party Fridays located at Sizzle right above on the second floor. They play that music that we used to listen to, that stuff that we like, and some new school, all the hype stuff mixed together, just a little different of vibe. So make sure that you support that as well. So we'll see you guys. All right. Until then, bye.
See
Bye.
y'all next week. Thank y'all for your comments.
Right.
Oh, and
See
thank
you
you for
next
agreeing
week.
with me. Y'all did such a great job agreeing with me this week. I really appreciate that.
Don't wake up with a hangover. Read the remedies. Bye.